If you guys need any cards, packs, sleeves, anything of that nature, shop on TCG Player using my affiliate link in the description. What's good, YouTube? We're back here today with another Monster Mash build. Specifically, we're playing a pretty cool one that's trying to abuse this really old Flaming Eternity, like GOAT format card called Behemoth, King of All Animals. This card is really cool. I've always loved it. So we've built this Monster Mash Ultimate Offering deck that tries to maximize the value you can get out of this thing. There is actually, I think, an infinite, well, pseudo-infinite loop with Gallus, where you can just like endlessly bring back Gallus and summon Gallus. So I think that's pretty cool. On top of that, we got a ton of other beast stuff thrown in here. We have a small Mojo package. We've got the Mega Hamsters with the Raikos. We've got some giant rats thrown in with the Rescue Cat. So we're just playing like all of the beast stuff with this guy to see if we can't abuse him. Of course, have Battle Faders, Gigantes, Cyber Dragons, Gore's Trag, just a bunch of cards we can bring down to tribute and try to get that King of All Animals effect off. So I mean, just like a kind of fun, goofy Monster Mash build today, but I wanted to try and abuse this card because I think this card's really cool. So anyway, let's just get into looking at the replays. First one we got is up against Machina, I think. Yeah, I think it was. So we're going seconds. We just set past the opponent. Warrior Lady is our Raikou, whatever. Wow, our hand kind of sucks. So we just summon the Witch. Yeah, I could have just done nothing here, but I decided to summon the Witch. The opponent draws into Gear Frame, which is, of course, insanely good. And then, yeah, we're in trouble here. We're in trouble. We go for the Grand Mole, which unfortunately gets deprisons. Yeah, not great for us there. But it's kind of fine. We have another play. I don't know why they didn't just bottomless this. Should always just bottomless this. Future reference. Because now we just trade with everything. We're just passing back and forth. Opponent hits over our stuff. We go Gigantes. That gets bottomless. But now that was like a far inferior use of bottomless, I think. Because we still just run over their trooper. And then they draw Avarice because they always draw Avarice, you know. That's how it is. Let's see. And here things really start to go downhill. They bring back Fortress, which is fine. We drop Gores. And then I'm just like, everything's cool so long as they don't have Mirror Force Raikou, but then they just have Mirror Force Raikou, so it's game is no longer playable from this point. Yeah, as you can see, we can fade her to stay alive, but I just like nah, scoop it up, bro. let's just go next. So yeah, I don't know what we could have drawn. Nothing probably. Game 2, we set Hamster. We do get Dust Shooted, which sucks. Yeah, they take the Raikou, so I just set the Ultimate Offering pass. They make a misplay here where they hit the new set instead of the old set. It's pretty clear that this was Hamster, and then they like hit this one and attacked into that one, so I don't know why they did that. Oh, I did check the log to be sure that I shuffled off that Dust Shoot, by the way, so don't be saying that I didn't. Now here, we do get Torrential, but we can just summon Airbellum, poke, rip a card, feels good. I forget what we hit. Machina Force. Why are they still on heavy post board? Oh, maybe we just didn't side. I think we just didn't side. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. I'm not flaming the opponent for that. Here, they like deprison the Beast Striker? No. Yeah, I think they did. That's a wild deprison usage. I guess they just didn't have a card that could deal with it. So I think they banished this Moja? Like, didn't want me to add back Hamster or something? And then here we just have lethal with double Gigantes. So going on to a game number 3. This game was pretty intense, if I recall. Opponent sets 2. I think we just play like it's Raikou, so we summon this. Doesn't matter. It's bottomless, so we go +1 either way. And now I'm thinking this has to be Raikou, because why else would you bottomless there? It's a pretty bad bottomless unless you're trying to protect your Raikou. Here, I think they do go for Card Trooper. They hit in, it's a Hamster, and then, yeah, I don't know why they didn't just Caius. Oh, I guess they really needed this call to die because they have Gores. Okay. So now I do think we start flipping the Raikous, and we just hit in. They drop Gores, but we're fine with that. I mean, it's not optimal, but we can kill one of them. We can tribute 2 for, like, King of the Beasts. And I think we get Dust Shooted again here or something. No, not yet. Huh, okay, it must have been in, like, a turn. Yeah, so now we get Dust Shooted. We drop Gores, fortunately. They do have just like Solemn Dust Shoot Book of Moon set. That's going to be a tough one to play out of. They take the Cyber Dragon, which is rough. And then they bring back Fortress, hit over. Yeah, not looking too good. I don't know why they didn't just banish my Gores here, actually, though. Yeah, that seems weird. I guess it gets killed anyway somehow, but yeah, I do decide to set, and then they top deck Avarice. Oh my god. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I do decide to set the Hamster. I considered also holding it, but I think we just need to give them 2 threats to deal with in terms of the Gigantes wiping their back row, and yeah, but they draw back into the Gear Frame, which is also really good. The Gigantes gets banished, but we do get to Raikou. And then I think we just pass here. I almost like considered flipping, targeting the back row, making Goyo, but I just decided to pass. So then we kill the back row. They do have a big field. I think I just drop Trag. I want to stay alive in a way that preserves my Fader, and then also I can like summon Witch and get a draw. So that's what we do. We just draw another Fader. I'm like, shit. So they hit over. We do have to use... They didn't make us use our Fader there, which was weird. They definitely should have made us use our Fader there. So we summon the King of all whatever the hell. And then we crash. This was really an unfortunate situation, actually, because... I think we could have looped and gone for game if we had life points. But we don't have life points. So, yeah, as you can see, we could have just, like, infinitely Gallus and then, like, tribute both, summon Behemoth, add back another Behemoth and another Gallus, summon the Gallus, tribute both, add back Behemoth, Gallus. We could have just kept doing it, but we didn't have life points for Ultimate Offering. So instead we only got to Gallus 4 times, and it's not enough. So the Book of Moon stops that. I don't think it ended up being relevant because they lived on like 300. We just needed to hit some high-level thing, and we didn't. Or we needed to draw that for turn. That would have been pretty good as well. But yeah, we tried, you know, close one, fun match. On to the next one. Second match. What do we got? I think this was against Flamvell. This match was something. I think they just Sidra-Kaisme. They have 3 Flamvells in their hand. Maybe they should have just gone for the dog. You gotta go for the dog at some point with his hand. You got 2 dogs in your hand. Anyway, we just go for King of the Beasts. Hit over. Kind of surprised that worked, honestly, but hey, we take those. So we're just still hitting him with King of the Beasts. They decide to aggressively torrential me, which I'm not sure they needed to do. They made a huge misplay calling back the Fire Dog there for some reason. And yeah, we just crashed the Fire Dog. I don't know what that was. Anyway, we do some Gallus plays, and now we're going for the King of all animals. Add back these 2. And yeah, they can't really do much. I think they should have held on to this, because they have a mind control. Yeah, definitely should have just held on to that. Anyway, we go back in for the Behemoth. I think we probably could have just won. Maybe, I guess I was worried about the back row. There's no torrential, though. There was a mirror. I'm not sure. Here we just crash, and then that kills all of them. I don't know why they didn't book. Yeah, they should have just booked it and then run over it next turn. It would have killed all their back row, though, still. Yeah, it was a bad situation, to be sure, but they didn't need to just concede and lose right there. We actually whiff with our Gallus here. It's so bad. Oh, I just wanted the black rows, and now we have to use our Trag to do it. That's so awkward. Well, you know what? It happens sometimes. We're going for the Grand Moles. Bouncing back. They draw Torrential Plague. We get Torrential here. That's totally fine. Maybe I should have just summoned Trooper. I guess I was fixated on the notion that they might dog run over it. Which, speaking of which, they milled all 3 dogs. They missed lethal here, by the way. They could have just made Armory Arm and summoned Gale. But yeah, we would have been dead. Nothing. I mean, it's pretty bad anyway. We got a bunch of normal summons that don't really do much here. We make AFD Special Trooper. That is like the best we can do, I guess. Gale going to be summoned, killing the AFD. They run over the Trooper. Here we gotta summon the Gigantes, but now they can bring down the Sork. And yeah, I don't think there's any way for them to win this turn. We bring out the Raikou. We draw. We find Gallus, which isn't bad. Yeah, unfortunately we can't. We kind of need to add back Gallus here. We're going to die, so. Or at least we're at risk of dying. So we hit over, and they just book to kill it. I don't know why that book was never set. But yeah, now they set D-Prison. And I think we just summon another one, bring back 2 Galluses. Attack, we get D-Prisoned, obviously. And then we summon both Galluses. which, because, yeah, we're dead to any normal summon if we don't. They didn't draw a normal summon, so maybe I should have preserved one. It didn't matter, though. When we bring out the King of the Beast, it gets booked. Yeah, I was feeling like I should have lost this game a long time ago, actually. Here they hit over Beast Striker. Now we set. They hit into the sets. We're out of targets for Hamster, which is insane, because think about how many Hamster targets. There's 2 Mojas, there's 2 Arabellums, and there's 3 Raikos. And then, like, also Gallus is a Hamster target. So we could stay alive 1 turn with Fader, but this doesn't really matter. Like, they should have Kai'd and killed us with the burn damage, by the way. Definitely should have done that. Going on to game number 3, we open kind of okay-ish. I just decided to make a 6, actually. It's a good thing I didn't make Brio, because I would have gotten Minecon owned, so. Although it would have been a 1-card Brio and a 2-card out, so it still would have been a +1. Man, Cat's so good, actually. Here we get Raikode. That's totally fine. I'm not sure why they booked there, when they could have just let the attack go through and then preserved a card. Like, just full-on preserved a card. So now we... Raikou, I think we hit this one, which is unfortunate because the other one actually does something. And we summon Gallus. We do attack. We get... They book their own Raikou. Okay. I don't even know if they needed to spend the book there. We're still just summoning Behemoth. It does get Sork hit over, but... Yeah, now we just go for... Do I have Black Rose still? I think I do, so we just go for Black Rose. Now, if they have some kind of play, it could be an issue, but they just are on nothing right now. They have a call. Call can bring back something. We have the Ultimate Offering, though, which you're now going to finally see get abused. We make Brionac. We add. And then I think... Okay, we bounce a set, and we go additional normal, mill, additional normal, bring that out, revive King of the Beasts, and yeah, we just, like, crapped our whole hand on the board and went for, like, super ultra mega lethal in game number 3. So these are some cool matches. The deck didn't feel too great or anything, but it just felt good. We got to showcase the abuse of Behemoth and all of that. Unfortunately, I don't think the card is quite there in terms of being able to keep up in Edison format, but it's neat to see some attempt at applying it in this crazy Monster Mash deck. So I thought the matches were fun. They were actually, pretty close, even the one I lost. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, be sure to let me know what you thought in the comments section. Be sure to thumbs up the video, and I'll see you next time. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.